Good evening, welcome to Studio One. We're here in March. This is Gloria. I'm Kevin, sometimes known as Smiley. We're started out, this is our first attempt at Introduction to West Coast Swing. We started out talking with the history of swing. The West Coast Swing started in the 1930s, and it was brought to the West Coast here in California by a gentleman that learned Lindy Hop and brought it out here. Lindy Hop's an 8-count swing. The majority of the West Coast, in fact, all of the West Coast that we learn today is a 6-count swing. Now, what does 6-count mean? There's 6 beats of music. What makes swing different, even in East Coast and West Coast, is you have to take 8 steps to do that. And that makes it a little harder to learn. So, when that being said, what we have to identify as a slow is 1 step with 1 beat of music. A quick is 2 steps with 1 beat of music. Okay, so we have a slow, and then we have a quick. Okay, so we identify, there's a lot of similarities, a lot of people won't recognize between East Coast swing, which is 6-count move, and West Coast swing. So we talked about the music. The music has a variety of tempos and that, but the music's what the boss is in the dancing partnership. There's a follower, a leader, and music. Okay. So from there, we talked about the footwork, and there is a little bit different than what we have for East Coast. There's a slot dance. The follower owns the slot, gets to go up and down. The leader has to step out of the slot. So we're talking about the connection for what you need between a follower and a leader. The connection is most important from the person. What makes this dance a little bit different than like the East Coast, where the follower mirrors the leader, and there you're sort of doing this one. The connection you have is here, and it's very important, but it's a lot harder to do. So a lot of the dances in here, we start off by this way. And having said that, the follower's move is going down the slot is 6 counts. Okay, and in that thing, the followers, there's 3 sections to West Coast move for a 6-count move. Okay, for the follower starting on the right foot, and the leader on the left foot, I'm doing follower, and so is Gloria. It's walk, walk. Okay, so that's one part of the dance. Okay, then we do something in between. We did a turn. Okay, and then we did a trip, fall, step, and then back. And then the last part, excuse my best side here, is called a anchor step. Okay, so for a follower, there's 3 sections to this. And so if you can remember the first one and the third one, what you do in between makes it a little bit different. So you're always starting, because the leader, you have a connection here with your leader, and there is walk, walk, trip, pull, step, trip, pull, step. What makes this one more of a challenge for that is the connection once you get done. Now, opposite-wise, the leader has a very important job of getting the heck out of the slot so the follower can get to doing it. But the count for the leader, here I'll just demonstrate without a warrior for a second. Always start with the left foot. In the United States, just like the steering wheel, it is 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Okay? And if I did it just in a straight line, counting the count, it's 1, 2, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. And I'm ready to go. Yeah. Okay. So that's the basic timing. Now what we have to do is work in progression here. In the slot, we started off with a left-hand turn. Okay. The leader has to step out of the way. The first step of the leader is back, of course, to help the follower walk. But you have to step out of the slot too. So it's 1, 2, 3, and step back in on 4, anchor step. And you can see where this is important, because we're starting another step immediately. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. And you can see how important this connection out here. I always try to keep it about belt level. It's where it's about the most comfortable. Okay, so we started off with this is called the left side pass. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now that we've gone to the left, the leader gets to go to the right. We have an underarm turn for the follower. Same count. All this is 6 count. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So what's different for the follower? Nothing. As far as footwork, the only thing different is her arm. What's changed is the leader stepping on this side now. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. You notice what's different besides this is I'm bringing the hand up to the follower, but I'm making it comfortable. Right in front of her, but I'm not stopping her view. Just enough to where she can underneath. 1, where she's pushing down on what I'm doing. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So to review the count again for the leaders, 2 slows to start off. 1, 2. That's 2 steps for 2 beats of music. Now you have 2 beats of music, but you got to take 3 steps. So you got to do a quick, slow, and then a quick, slow. On another count, other people will count, and a 1 and or an and. When you throw an and in there, it's quick. That's a quick one. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Okay, that's just that. Okay, after that we did a block or a cutoff. And simple that the leader stays in here, and this footwork is pretty darn simple. The important part is putting his hand up to show the follower, which can turn around. So you're basically blocking the access for the follower. So it's 1, 2. But you know something's going on. Try to put your hand out where it's comfortable. Don't try to ever do this. It's where it doesn't work out. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So the leader just basically keeps time in place and provides a connection. But when she turns, you try to keep it comfortably around her shoulder. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. As you notice, I just bring it overhead, never bring her hand out to where I will throw her off balance. Okay. So from there, we went into a starter step. You got to start this dance somewhere here. So we started the most popular way, which is borrowing from the East Coast swing. So you start off by tripling to the left and to the right, a rock step, and then starting out in your normal count. So the count of that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a starter step. Then we get the step. The last step we taught is the one that's forgiving for the leader. You can't think of another move and things are overwhelming. You have the good old shoulder push. That's what this one's called. And all you do is stay in your spot. What makes this one more difficult is you need to have compression of your partner. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Breaking this down, it's 1, 2. Okay, my hands are staying low. A lot of people try to do this. Keep it low here. And the follow is very important that you come into your leader. You never stop and cut off the leader. The leader will push you back. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. There's my 4 step. Stepping back into the slot. So one more time, we'll do it from this avenue here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we did that. I believe that's everything we did for our intro into West Coast. I'd like to thank Gloria, and thanks to you for doing that. And thank you all for supporting Dancing in the North State, and we will see you out on the dance floor. Thank you.